Hi everybody, it's Margie from Bumbles and Fairy Tales, and I'm here with a Friday Reads. It's been like a year and a half since I've done an official Friday Reads here on BookTube, so I'm really excited to finally have more time to record and share more bookish things with you guys. These past couple of days I've started reading 5 different books. Yes, 5 different books, and I've only read like between 1 to 3 chapters, except for one book I'm about halfway through. And the secret to reading multiple books is reading different genres. So at the moment I'm reading 5 different books. One is a contemporary, one is sci-fi, one is middle grade, one is dystopian, and the other is a new adult romance. That's how I manage to keep track of what I'm reading and staying within the story and not getting confused. So I'm going to start with the contemporary that I'm reading right now. Made for You by Melissa Marr. This is a contemporary thriller mystery or mystery thriller. The book is told in multiple points of view. We have 2 main characters, and then every once in a while we get the point of view from some of the secondary characters, which is really cool. I really love that she's done this, because we either hear from the main character is Eva, and then the other kind of main character is unknown, or he's calling himself the judge. And then we have the secondary characters. So it kind of flip-flops between Eva and Judge, and then every once in a while we'll get like her friend Grace and just kind of get it from their point of view. And I love when a author can accomplish multiple points of view and really like make them stand out and help the story along very smoothly. Like I said, it's a mystery. Eva was run over by a car. We know it's Judge, but we just don't know who Judge is. And other things are happening in the town, in this town, Jessup, where nothing ever happens. And we know it's him, we just don't know who him is. And I'm halfway through, and I keep jumping from one person to the other. I can't figure out who it is, and usually by halfway through I usually pinpoint who it is. And it's so good and such a page turner. I wish I can just like sit down and just read it straight through, because this is the first time where I'm so anxious to know who it is that I want to skip to the last chapter and just check it out and cheat. But yeah, so even before I finish reading this book, I'm recommending it to people because it's that good. Another book that I'm reading is my sci-fi kind of contemporary kind of thing. It's like a futuristic kind of read. Is The Vault of Dreamers by Caragh O'Brien, and so far so good. I only read the first couple of chapters, and it's interesting, but it hasn't sucked me in just yet. So I have a funny feeling this might be one of those books where you have to reach the 150 page deal before things start to really roll through. And it's a 402 page book. So yeah, it's probably one of those books where you need some time to really get into it. So I'm looking forward to finding out more of what this is about. The middle grade that I'm reading right now is The Iron Trial by Holly Black and Cassandra Clare, and I've only read the first like 2 or 3 chapters, and they are not kidding when they say that this is heavily influenced by Harry Potter. In my book, nothing will ever be able to meet or live up to Harry Potter's, you know, to my in my opinion, no book will ever really be able to live up to Harry Potter expectations, but it is interesting world building going on, and the character is kind of okay so far, so I'm trying to lower my expectations down a little bit and go in with it with a much open mind, and hopefully it starts to pick up. Like I said, I'm only like 3 or 4 chapters in, so I can't really say too much about it, but I'm excited to, you know, get some more. The dystopian that I'm reading right now is Dark Days by Kate Ormand. As you can see, The Iron Trial and Dark Days are not on my TBR because they kind of just showed up on my doorstep, and I was like, I need to read them now. So this book came to me all the way from the author herself, all the way from England, and I won it in a giveaway, and it's been doodled and annotated by the author herself, and I am so super excited to read this because she's made all these notes about like what she was thinking and stuff while she was writing the book, and I just couldn't resist it. Once I saw all these doodles and things like that, I just knew I wouldn't be able to resist waiting on reading this book. And there's just so many cool things that she put into it, and I just, her handwriting is so cool, and the doodles are just amazing. So far so good. I mean, it's been a page turner, and I'm only a couple of chapters in again, but I know that it's one that if I had the time I would probably read it straight through. The 5th book that I'm reading is on my Kindle, and it's All That I Want by Aguirre. It's the 2nd book to her new adult trilogy. The 1st book was I Want It That Way. I read it, gave it 3 stars. It was okay, but I'm really curious to see what she does with the other 2 books, since the other 2 books are based on characters that were in the 1st book. So I'm reading the 2nd book now, and I'm really enjoying it. It seems like it's going to be a little bit better than the 1st book, because I did like this character that was mentioned in the 1st book a lot more, and I wanted to know more about her story, and every time they mentioned her, I'm like, I wish they would just give her point of view or something. I just wanted to know what was going on over there, and I'm happy to see that the 2nd book is based on her. So that's my weekend reads or Friday reads or whatever it is that you want to call it. Please don't hesitate to leave a comment down below and share what you're reading too. And that's it for me for now, and I hope you guys have a lovely weekend, and I'll see you soon. Bye.